Dang it. What's up, MSFers? So I had a bunch of stuff we were going to talk about, but moments before I went live, it was revealed to me that Amazon leaked the loading screen, and Unspeakable was nice enough to put the link here in Twitch chat. So we're just going to jump right into that. Here's your loading screen, courtesy of Amazon Prime. Way to go, Scopely. You were doing a pretty decent job of keeping these tunes secret, but here we have it. It's out there for everybody. You can see that there is featured, let me just get my face out of here. You can see in the bottom right over here, we have the leader. Over here on the left, this looks like Iron Patriot to me. Of course, we've got the Black Knight right here. This guy, this fuzzy looking dude, that's Star Brand right there. Of course, Mephisto, centerpiece. And Ghost Rider out of the Cosmic Ghost Rider right there in the bottom. Yeah, I think it's Iron Patriot. That's obviously the leader right here. I think this is Iron Patriot. He looks a little different from the Iron Patriot I've seen. So, this was the loading screen that was leaked just a little bit ago on Amazon. It is out there for all of you guys to see. And that's what's happening in the world of Marvel Strike Force right now. Happy Monday to you too, Herb. So, what's up, Walshy? I have a terrible time pronouncing that. What's up, Sean Woody? What's up, Zero? We're going to be going over Zero's defense on Defense Up today. What's up, Unspeakable? Thank you for that leak. What's up, Makwa? What's up, Doolam? What's up, Juicy? What's up, UK Bud? What's up, Burnsy? What's up, Gnomes? What's up, Rolf Kieran? What's up, Herb? What's up, Rello? What's up, Crying Joker? What's up, Saini? Yeah. Yeah, if anybody wants to see this, can somebody take this link and pin it in chat for me, please? One of you mods. If you guys know how to do that, the Unspeakable put the link up above. If you guys could just pin that up there so I don't have to keep going back and showing everybody. I'm a little bit frustrated with this. I was really enjoying the silhouettes because people were guessing, and it didn't get leaked. Thank you, Rolf Karen, appreciate that. It didn't get leaked, and Doolam, we got 2 pins up there now. The silhouettes never got leaked, and nobody spoiled it for anybody else. And I was really enjoying all the chatter it was generating. It was really cool. And now we kind of know everything, or at least we know some things. I'm not going to talk any more about what you guys see here in this photo, because obviously lots of this is under NDA, so I'm just sharing what's out there. That's all I'm allowed to do. The freaky looking Hulk is still the only one I don't know. Be sure not to leave unrestricted areas with bad cooldowns. Wait a little and you'll know more. Rello says to you, Eros World, that it's Star Brand. That's what Rello was saying to you. Yeah, this guy right above my head here, that's Star Brand right there. In case you didn't know who that was. So that's out there for everybody to know. It was fun while it lasted. You guys can see why I was so absolutely nervous about streaming from the test server the other day, because I didn't want to show off this loading screen. There's a lot going on in this loading screen. Actually, Arrow's World, I've been reading the comments on other people's YouTube videos, and there were people talking about Starbrand. They figured it out as Starbrand by other people that were pictured on that calendar where Black Knight was leaked. They had other people on that calendar, and people were like, oh, out of time, this character is a friend of this other person. Like, I think it's Starbrand. I was like, that was cool. More like off-brand. Yeah, this was the best. I think this is the longest we've ever gone on silhouettes before somebody leaked something or made something for sure. All right, let me go in game here real fast. I got to knock out some dailies real quick, and then we want to jump into C-Rose defenses. He's got some wild stuff for the last week of Crucible. This will be the last week that we do of Season 5, and then we're going to go... the Big Head Green Man is the leader. This is the last defense up that we're going to do of Season 5, because the next time we record will be on Friday, and so we're going to be recording the new rooms, and I'm hoping that some content creators will send their screenshots to me, and we'll probably do a special edition one of what are good choices for people who just entered Crucible, for people who are in Platinum, and for people who are in Masters. I love the friendly banter in chat. Oh, thank you. Don't collect your dailies. Casey says, don't collect your dailies. I have not collected most of mine. I think I clicked on 1 or 2 before I realized. Let's go over to the Stormwatch infographic real quick and go over what's happening as soon as I quit streaming. Where's the... I have it special in my server. All right. So... this afternoon, we will start battling in Arena. We will be battling in War. In fact, so this is from the ranked rewards. So it's not actually battling in Arena. It's being ranked high in Arena at payout. If I'm correct on that. I don't know if Updog is in here, but I think that's how it goes. Is it worth the 600 cores daily to max the red incursion energy milestone? No, I don't think so. Maybe if the new incursion nodes came out today, but they don't come out today. They come out on the 8th. We'll see who's in the new incursion campaign nodes, but... All right, and then so spend incursion energy, 600 cores per day to max that. That sounds terrible to me. Yes, you're gonna get experience for these. It comes out the same as getting experience from any of them, but the nodes themselves aren't amazing to farm, so I'm not super pumped about that. Earn allied supply orbs, and then finally battle in Crucible. It's win or lose, so you don't need to throw a match or anything. That's all happening this afternoon, about the time I quit streaming. Save your arena credits too. Usually those events have the 2 times 500 credits offer that gives points to the milestones. Oh, good point, Rolf Karen. We don't have confirmation on that, but you might as well. You might as well. What Rolf Karen is talking about, in case you guys don't quite know, we'll just go into this. Nope, it's not it. He's talking about, not that. Oh, it's in the offers section, isn't it? In the offers section, you'll go in here and you'll usually scroll pretty close to the bottom around the core purchase ones, and there will be one for like 500 arena credits for some sort of points or something like that. Yeah, 2 at 500 arena credits that give some points towards the milestones. Yeah, here's an example. Thank you, Unspeakable. Damn, Unspeakable's on it. There we go. I'm not buying Ronin. No, I'm not building Ronin. I leave him at 4 stars. So I'm not even spending the gold to level him up. After the 40 days and 40 nights of ridiculous XP spending, I may revisit the idea of going ahead and putting the 7 stars on some of these characters that have like a gajillion shards left over. I'm definitely not going to do it right now. Or I could just wait until there's like a time when I need those ultra credits. Like there'll be a character in the store and I need 5 more shards, but I'm out of ultra credits. I'll come in over here and I'll exchange 500,000 gold on Crossbones for the ultra credits I need to get those 5 shards. But I mean, it's not like the shards are going anywhere. They'll continue to stack up on these characters, and I could just make that decision, later. Or if there's an event like spend ultra credits event, then I'll start busting these guys out. Ooh, I shouldn't give Scopely that idea. They'll be like, ooh, ultra, that'll get them building their minions. Fastest guns in the West, ask my wife. Yeah, it's, I don't think these things are going anywhere. I'm definitely not doing it right now because I need the gold. Also, I need like 5 more skill characters. I'll show you what I did. Let's see. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skill characters that I took to 96. I like the War Dogs, but they're not good enough to warrant it, and they're a little low in the numbers already. I don't want to do my Invaders team. My Alliance isn't making me do the skill section. I'd rather not touch the Invaders aside from Fury. I don't mind that. Cap Sam is fine, but I don't really use him like a tank or anything. I just use him for speed. He doesn't need it. I'm not impressed with Star-Lord or Thor, so I don't want to do those. Thor's Mystic, never mind. Here's the ones I'm actually thinking about. Gamora and unfortunately Moondragon, just because they're Infinity Watch, and I think they're gonna have some value in Crucible, but that would kind of make me want to do the rest of the team, and I don't want to, so I'm not excited about that. Sharon Carter, for reasons, she's not getting reworked, guys. At least not that I know of. She's not getting reworked, but I think her kit might have some value against some upcoming things, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. Stripping the negative effects and applying a taunt with that high focus, so I might end up using her. I don't know. And then Taskmaster is getting diamonds, and it's either because the Underworld team is a great defense or a good solution to extreme in war, or people have been mentioning this Mercs for Money team or Mercs for Hire or something. And they're gonna give him diamonds. And I'm wondering, is Taskmaster gonna get a rework? We've got the Deadpool movie coming out. We've got Pandapool coming out. Those are mercenaries. They could be combining him with Taskmaster. I don't know. I mean, that's like going off of a hunch. I like Taskmaster, so I hope that's happening, but I just don't know. All right, let me get caught up on chat here, sorry. I got him to 6 stars, but I've been holding off just to buy the damn training mats and arena credit. Alliance-wide spend ultra credits, event confirmed. It's not confirmed, that's just wonderful to pop it off. Screw the event, don't upgrade terrible skill tunes for it. That's where I'm at right now, until I get a reason to do it. I mean, I got days to decide. It doesn't have to happen right now. How about Infinity Watch? Yeah, we looked at that. My Infinity Watch is just not very, I mean, it's gonna be expensive. Any of these choices that I have are gonna be expensive. I say Gamora, Moondragon, but yours are a bit low. I just brought my Invaders to 96. Oof. I mean, it doesn't look like we're gonna get a skill team anytime soon. I may have to bite the bullet and bring up invaders. People are telling me that they are able to get through the skill section by sacking a node and then going in with invaders. Embargo has dropped. Find your favorite content creator to find out about Out of Time and their kits with gameplay. Has the embargo legitimately dropped on the Out of Time? Like the full Out of Time team, Dulam? You know I don't pay attention to embargoes because I don't do kit release videos. Gamora and Taskmaster for War. I don't know about for War. I mean, they're just... I mean, I guess they both would work in War. Gamora's a little bit better in Crucible for defense, and then Taskmaster in War for against those extreme. Don't chase the milestone in the Race to 100 event. The rewards are terrible. It doesn't seem like we're getting a skill raid team anytime soon. Probably worth doing invaders for now. Well, until my alliance says we have to do the skill section, I'm not gonna do it. As soon as the alliance says, okay, we can't keep putting this off, we're just gonna go ahead and do it, or some form of it, like a couple of people in the alliance who are way far away from their invaders will sack the nodes for the other half of the alliance that goes through and beats them with the bigger, teams. I'll be a team player and I'll build mine. The Tana NDA TP clip. Oh, the toilet paper clip. He was so pissed off that he couldn't talk about those silhouettes. That's why I gotta give him a hard time. I'm like, Tana, welcome to the rest of the envoys. Like, this is what we do. We keep our mouths shut and we let the community get hyped about it instead of 10 seconds after those silhouettes releasing, telling everybody who they are. That really sucked last time. Those silhouettes were up for a matter of hours and we had the exact names for all of them. And it was not cool at all. The hype just instantly gone. They're like, oh, it's just these three. Never mind. UW is still a great war team. I'm thinking the third character is Manwolf. Pathfinder giving me this link. Is this Pathfinder's team here? Looking pretty good, Pathfinder. New blog today? Is there a new blog? Don't need to sack. You can bring Cap Sam. Oh, that's cool. What's up, Tasian? 10 out of 10 build Infinity Watch. Unspeakable's got another great big Infinity Watch, too. I just don't know, man. Imagine not breaking an NDA. You predict he'll leave the Envoy program? I don't think so, JBD Holmes. I don't think so. Scopely wants to do an annual summit. And that's one of the reasons why I'm staying in the Envoy server, because that was a super fun trip. I got to go hang out with some of my favorite content creators live in person. That was huge for me. I got to go meet the developers at Scopely, which was a big deal for me. That was a lot of fun. It was very exciting. That was one of the best things that has ever happened for me in Marvel Strike Force. And so that alone, if they want to continue doing an annual summit meeting, then I play by the rules, try not to break my NDA, and I'd like to stay in the program. And honestly, things are getting better everywhere, not just in game, but in the Envoy server itself. So what do you know about the last guy on the Out of Time team, Stargrand? I'm not 100% sure about this embargo lifting. I want some other content creator to open their mouth first, and I'll tell you guys all about Starbrand. No blog. Okay, Benny says no blog, but the kit embargo just lifted. Okay. There's Pathfinder's new Avengers team. Zero Cool Gamers in game now too. Oh God. Oh God. This is ZKG right there, baby. Whose video is this? This is a mobile gamer video. I can tell by the thumbnail. Oh, yeah, it's a mobile gamer. It lifted. Mobile Gamer Valley and I have videos. Let's see who's popular. Oh, we got 2 people throwing me the mobile video. Proof ZKG was dropped as a child. Okay, so what I know about Starbrand isn't a whole lot. He's a brawler, kind of high damage. I think he hits adjacent people. And he does like, he gives like drain to the team and a little bit of damage boost, I think. He didn't seem that exciting to me. I forget, I'd have to go watch the video, guys. Just go watch Mobile's video. You'll know all about it. Benny's got an infographic out. Benny, you got the link to your infographic? You can throw that up in here too. You didn't publish it from your published channel, Benny. Otherwise, the last thing you published was your Carnage Crash Course video. Here we go. Thank you. There we go. Let's look at Starbrand, shall we? This is coming from Benny Westside. Really? Do I gotta log in? Log in with Facebook. Can I do that? This one, there we go. All right. Basic, let's start with passive. We'll go from the bottom up. Passive, on spawn, apply immunity to self and all out of time allies. That was a big one, I forgot about that. Gain 30% max health in war, gain an additional 30% max health. Gain 30% damage out of time, and Black Panther 1 mil gains 30% damage. Gain 30% drain out of time, and Black Panther 1 mil gains 30% drain. I don't know, Benny, do you think they're doing the Black Panther 1 mil as a call out to the lore, or are they expecting us to throw Black Panther in on this team as a temporary 5th? I don't really know what's going on. Or maybe run him on the War Dogs? I'm not sure. Gain 5% crit chance in war, gain an additional 5% crit chance per out of time and Black Panther ally. Black Panther 1 mil ally. In war, lower the max barrier of all enemies by 5%. The max barrier. No, it's just a cutesy lore call out. Okay. Just like Firestar, okay. All right. Turn 1, he does his special. It's a 4x4. Turn 1 is the special. So attack primary target for 400% damage, apply slow, and reduce speed bar by 15% plus 10% per out of time and Black Panther ally. So reducing a lot of turn meter on his opening move. Attack adjacent targets for 350% damage, apply slow, and reduce speed bar by 15%. Attack the enemy with the highest speed, ignoring taunt and stealth for 325% damage, apply 1 slow, and reduce the speed bar by 15%. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged. It can miss if he's blind, though. Yeah, it looks like Hodor, right? Cap 1 million confirmed incoming. All right, turn 2 will be his ultimate. It's a 3x5. Attack primary target for 600% damage, apply stun, and flip all positive effects into negative effects. Attack adjacent targets for 500% damage. Attack the most injured enemy, ignoring taunt and stealth for 500% damage, apply 1 stun, and flip all positive effects into negative effects. Enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived. This attack cannot be dodged or counterattacked. In war, this attack ignores defense up. I'm thinking Raider, right? Like Raider sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Depending on his focus, maybe a skirmisher to make sure you're flipping all the positives into negatives. All right, then his basic. Attack primary target for 325% damage and apply offense down. Attack the enemy with the highest damage, ignoring taunt and stealth for 300% damage and apply offense down. His counter assist is attack primary target for damage and piercing and apply offense down. That's not good enough to be a striker, so I'm definitely thinking Raider for this guy is what I'm considering. He's hitting so many people and doing multi-attacks. Also, before anyone asks, we still do not know what the unique is for Black Knight. That is correct. For some reason, they won't tell us. It's really weird. We've been asking from the second we knew about it. Which is weird. Thank you, Benny Westside, for this infographic. Appreciate that. I love how Cleaning Agent comes in with the question. What was weird, Seamus, is on the test server, when you went to build him, there just was no unique. So you could take him straight to G18 and it didn't stop you because you just didn't need anything for the unique. I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of metal. I don't know what the lore is on what his armor is made out of, but that would be my guess. That's a total guess, though. All right, we got to get into this recording of Defense Up. All right. So I'm going to go jump into the voice chat and get this going. Hey, Dylan, how's it going?
Not much.
I'm good. It turned out to be an exciting day to stream. Normally, I have to wait for the end of my stream for all the exciting stuff to happen. But thanks to Amazon, which I'm not even sure if that seemed, now that you guys are telling me that the embargo on the kits was released, it makes me wonder if Amazon was intentional on that happening or something. Just, yeah, it just seems kind of weird. I don't know. But I mean, with those two other characters, the leader and what I believe is Iron Patriot, it makes me wonder what's going on. I just don't know.
Do you want to tell everybody what we know about them?
Okay.
Absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
We literally know as much as everybody else who saw that loading screen. We don't know anything about it.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, this
Low on Discord. CKG says.
Oh, is that the voice chat on Discord?
DKG just said Discord's low, so the whole Discord.
Okay. There, I bumped you up. You should be coming in okay now.
You know it's really low if I'm coming in low.
Hey, Zero, how's it going?
Great.
What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the loading screen, guys. It's pinned in chat if you guys want to look at that yourselves. We're gonna go over Zero's defenses now. Now, if you don't know Zero, he likes to do things that other people are not doing. He min-maxes his roster to the extreme, and so he'll use pieces of teams together for interesting combinations, and it's very useful for people at different levels because a lot of times they might not have a full team to field. Because there are other people that play this game than just the folks up in Masters. Pathfinder Gaming, how's it going?
Crazy.
All right, so I'm gonna scroll through these real fast, and we'll just take a look at them, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what Zero is doing with these ones here. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. All right, so team number one is Carnage and Venom with the Death Seed team. It looks like Magneto will probably go first here and hopefully create enough damage that gets the symbiotes sped up, I'm guessing. And then, of course, you can get some pings out of Archangel slowing the other team down if it all works the way we hope it does. We have a Sinister Six team here. We have two of the Superior Sixes giving the bonuses to Shocker and Electro. Doc Ock will be summoning Rhino, I believe. And then we've got Nova in here. I'm not really sure about what's going to happen with this. And then we have a Superior 6 in 3. They're going to be coming through with ults on this one. Vulture opening up early. Lots of power on this team. Super good. Almost any room you put this team, it's pretty good. And then we have an extreme team. We dropped Rogue for Emma. I don't know how effective that's going to be. And then there's also no Forge in here, but we do have Cyclops. So you'll see why there's no Forge, no Rogue here in a second. But this is a variation on the extreme team. And then over here is where Forge and Rogue are. It's the Unlimited X-Men adding Forge in here and then Dormammu. So people are going to try and tunnel down Forge so he can't do his ultimate. But if they try that, then Rogue picks up the taunt and then Dormammu's doing things with his special. And of course the mutants are cleansing things, which kind of makes Dazzler a little bit redundant in this room, I think. I don't know, we'll have to, it's another one I'm curious about. And then in 6, it's a Gamma with MLF and APOC, and I have no idea how this operates at all. So
that's beautiful. That's exactly what I hope from all my
that's what. So let's start at number 1. Zero, what explain yourself. What's going on here?
So number 1 was just something I tried for the last, 3 or 4 matches. It's dog shit. It don't work. So what the whole point behind this is Magneto's got a speed of 163 with this comp. Archangel has a speed of 127. Kestrel has a speed of 125. So basically, if someone tries to take the tech team, you know what I'm talking about, Pegasus. Someone tries to take a Pegasus in here, they're basically going to get fucked, because by the time Magneto and Archangel take a turn and everybody assists, they're going to drop enough health that it's going to make Carnage and Venom go nuts. Problem is, this slows this team down too much, and people just take a death seed in here and just roll right over it. So this team's dog shit. Like I said, I've only been doing this one for a few days. All of my defense is different now than it was when I sent you this, because I'm facing a guy that's twice my size and in my alliance. And I've already sent him this old defense like a month ago. Mm-hmm. I've been running this defense for 2 months, and I've taken 1 loss, and that's from Burnsy. Big shout out to Burnsy. He's the only person that has one-shot my entire defense. But anyways, the better way to run this that I found was 4-piece Death Seed, sub out Psylocke, and put in Zombie Iron Man. And what that does is you're putting bleeds from everybody because they'll still take that Pegasus into it, and they're putting out bleeds when they all assist each other, and then Zombie Iron Man can make Kestrel delete somebody. It's RNG, but it works sometimes.
Okay.
Hey, take a breath. You don't have to explain it so fast.
Sorry.
He's excited.
Yeah, this one's just filler though. 1, 2, and 5 are my try and get you to waste more than you need to on these, because 3, 4, and 6 are what's going to actually stop you.
Well, but on this one, I would hate to come in with something big to beat this. I look at this and I go all I gotta do is outspeed this team. What's the minimum I can do to outspeed this team and take people out or something? And I don't know, I would worry that I would underestimate it or something, but you're telling me it's kind of dog shit, so maybe I wouldn't underestimate it. I don't know. But
it would be a fair amount. Like I said, Magneto's 163 speed, which can end up speeding up Carnage and Venom in and of itself. But the problem is Death Seed, just a full Death Seed, will absolutely roll this even on a punch up. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah.
Because it draws in the Death Seed.
Yeah, and not many people are putting their Death Seed on defense anymore. So, all right, what do you got going on in number 2? What was the idea here?
So number 2. What I'm looking at, I like 2 and 3 are kind of 2 halves of each other. So Shocker and Spider Slayer are both the ones that give additional damage to your to your Superior 6 and Sinister 6. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to put 1 in each of them to get both teams getting extra damage. And also the other thing, I like to keep Shocker with Doc Ock, because if you have Shocker with Doc Ock summons a Vulture. I have a 3.
Oh, he summons Vulture? I thought he summoned Rhino.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
So I have a 3-diamond Doc Ock and a 3-diamond Vulture. So I have 2 3-diamond Vultures. 1 in each side, 1 in each room.
Okay.
Good luck.
You say Doc Ock 5 times fast.
Doc Ock, Doc Ock, Doc Ock, Doc Ock, Doc Ock, Doc Ock. So
You sound like one of the
Nova-
Martians from Mars Attacks.
You're a national treasure, Pathfinder. You're a national freaking treasure, my man.
So Nova, if he can get to his alt, is going to feed off of all those deflects with Blizzard and with Doc Ock. It's going to add some sustain to the team. I've seen some people have some serious trouble with it, but more importantly, is it's another room that has a bunch of Sinister and Superior 6 teams in it, or tunes in it, and people that don't know might waste their Superior 6 here. And I've had it happen. They might. They see that Doc Ock, they see a big ass Doc Ock, and they go, "Oh shit, Superior 6, I better mirror it." Or they try, and I've actually seen new Warriors fail on this as well. So
when I was running my
so
leftover Sinister / Superior 6 stuff, because I did the same thing. I ran 2 teams of it. Even though my leftovers were much smaller than my Superior 6 stuff, I had people going way too hard into that team and using way more than they needed to.
Yeah, you don't see this, you don't know.
So many wonderful statements. I love it.
Number 3 is your Superior 6 with Vulture Mysterio. Again, you've got at least 2 Superior 6 in here, giving them the benefits, because you need to have like 2 Superior 6 for a lot of stuff in their kits. Vulture popping off early. Mysterio is just amazingly powerful now.
Now, this one here, I've had this roll full Superior 6. It's RNG.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it rolls it, sometimes it doesn't. But even on the ones that it doesn't, even on a punch down, like, it still will make them poop themselves just a little bit. I have not seen a Superior 6 come into this team yet and not lose at least 1 or 2 members and have the rest of them down in the red on health. And that's the purpose of this team. And I put this in 3 because it's got Vulture on the spawn, so I want him to spawn doing that ultimate and rewinding everybody.
Okay. I like this one. It's good. And then we've got number 4 is your extreme. What is, I see what you did with Forge over here, and we'll get there in a minute. Right. What's Emma doing for this?
So Forge follows Rogue around like a puppy dog. You always want Forge with Rogue. Wherever your Rogue's at, that's where you want your Forge at.
Right.
Because he goes after her, and he's going to double up all of her positive effects after she specials. In here, what Emma's doing is it prevents someone from coming in with Kang, Eternals, and Tangled Web. You can't do that with Emma in here.
Okay.
So not a lot of people are doing that anyways, but it prevents, and it's going to be pretty difficult at my size, with the size tunes that I have here. I mean, I've got 3 diamonds on my Gambit, my Cyclops, and my Nightcrawler,
Yeah. So the Extreme X-Men basically, they outscale Masters of Evil, because at smaller investments, especially when you have a Nightcrawler, like my Nightcrawler, that's like 4x4, the Masters of Evil, a straight Masters of Evil can beat the Extreme X-Men teams and different variants of them. But as they get big, like yours is, suddenly the Masters of Evil don't work, and you're using like MOE APOC, or you're doing, like you talked about, Kang with Tangled Eternals. And so Emma stops the Tangled Eternals?
Yep. Yeah, it just throws the speed off.
Most people are using Superior 6.
Yes,
Yep,
the Superior 6.
So, and then that's kind of part of the big point between my rooms 3 and 4. You got to choose where the fuck you want to use your Superior 6 at. And if you don't use it in the other one, you're probably screwed. Like 99 times out of 100. Like I said, Burnsy's the only person that's one-shot my entire defense.
Now, Athame was telling us the other day about a team that involves some Pegasus members to beat the Superior 6. I don't remember what that was, but it was Kestrel, I believe it was Iron Man, and some other things to get in on the Superior 6. So maybe there's something going on there. I'd have to talk with Athame to remember what the heck he was talking about on that one. You guys don't happen to know that, right? Oh, that's right. Athame was 2-tapping it. You're right. That's right.
Yeah. So for a 1-tap on this, if you want to 1-tap this, what you're going to go into in this room is a 3-piece, the 3-piece Undying. They have to be at least decent size. They can't be completely tiny, but they don't have to be like massive. 3-piece Undying, Doom, and then either APOC or Sus, one of the two.
Okay.
And I've done it. I've had it done to me.
So
But not everybody
Undying
knows about that.
and then APOC or Sus, did you say?
And then do.
That's
And do.
only for
Or-
room 3, though.
Right, and that's specific to room 3.
Okay. Because Doom will start off on his ult.
You know.
Okay.
I will say though, I've done it to enemies in room 3, and I keep Sus on offense. I don't keep APOC on offense. And I will say that my Doom died before he ever got to take a turn. And my Sus, I ended up beating it, but Skrull was the only one left alive. It could have gone sideways, and he ulted 3 times before he killed them.
Even if Superior 6 isn't in room 3, you could still use the Doom APOC and Undying comp. Because Doom usually gets pushed from all the AoE damage from like the Kraven special, the Goblin ult, the Lizard ult, all that stuff usually will push him.
Lord Richter says the Tangled Eternals, Omega, and Nova will wreck that team in room 3.
Well, that's 6 characters, so I doubt that.
Nice. Well, I don't.
That is true. That is. I don't know which Tangled he's talking about or which Eternals.
I'm sure Noir is the one you pull out of there.
It
Yeah,
would
but he
still
had
be
tank-
6
he had
characters.
tank-
Yeah, he's got 2.
Nova,
I'm
and
assuming
Omega
2
Red.
Tangled, 2 Eternals, Omega and Nova makes 6. Maybe he means Weaver, Eternals, Omega and Nova. I'm guessing.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that comp.
Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of a mute point. This is the last week we're going to be running this stuff.
Right.
So, and then over here we have Forge with the Unlimited X-Men and Dormammu. Like you said, Forge goes well with Rogue, works with the taunt. I was liking Rogue in place of Sunspot with the Extreme X-Men.
Right.
But this is making 2 teams out of that one.
Right, and that's kind of the problem that I was running into. I've tried that, and what ends up happening is the same comp that it takes to beat that room 4 as I have it is the same comp that it's going to take to beat it with Rogue. It makes no difference in the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm adding something to it that's not really adding anything to it, and taking away from a room number 5 here, where I'd have a shitty room number 5.
Yeah.
This is still requiring you to bring something serious to it. Like, you're not just walking over this with anything.
Chat wants to know, I forgot, what's your TCP in League that you're operating in, Zero?
I just yesterday hit 46 million when I hit level 96 last night, and I am in Diamond 3.
Okay. Diamond 3, 46 million TCP. Recently became a spender, right?
I became a spender in October.
Oh, okay, October. Is this working for you? How's this function?
It draws MOE sometimes, and that's all it's meant to do. Because if you use your MOE in here, you're not using MOE APOC in room number 4.
Yeah.
And you're not using your Superior 6 in room number 3. So that's all this is for. 1, 2, and 5 are to make you use more than you need to. Because 3, 4, and 6 are the bread and butter.
You guys are getting pretty loose with the terminology of whales and krakens. The other day, somebody said Cthulhu. And I was like, seriously, do we need a word that means bigger than kraken? Like, I liked when it used to be free to play and whales. And then they were like, oh, and there's dolphin spenders too. And I was like, okay, that sounds dumb, but whatever, 3 layers to it. And then they're like, and then there's krakens, and now we've got Cthulhus. And I would not consider Zero a kraken, by the way. I
wouldn't consider some of these people's comments to be like truthful comments. So I would consider some of it to be a little bit of
You're taking
trolling.
Twitch chat literally. That was your first mistake.
Yes, I know.
I would say that I've spent a decent amount of money since October in very target-specific places to get a roster that I wanted to get.
And honestly, like,
I pulled a 3 diamond on Nightcrawler. I had 1 diamond orb, and I pulled a 3 diamond on Nightcrawler the day after he was released.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck yeah, I spent $300 to fucking bring him up to his 3 diamond full max. Like,
yeah.
Yes, I absolutely did that.
And the only reason I like to know if someone is a spender or free to play, it allows me to know what characters they have access to at this point in the game. You know, if you're a spender, you probably have unlocked some of the really good tunes that only have offers out there. You know, like I spent on Void Knight, that sort of thing. I couldn't care less how much a person spends on the game, so long as they're not hurting themselves by you know, having some sort of a problem. And that's none of my business anyways. Rules of Combat, room number 6, 3/5 Gamma, 1 part APOC, 1 part MLF. I have no clue what's going on in here. Walk me through this.
So this is all about two things. It's all about Red Hulk, and it's all about tricking people into using New Warriors, which it did for like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. Every single match, someone would throw New Warriors at this, which it can't even possibly beat.
Because MLF, New Warriors are a lot of mystics, right?
Well, MLF's got very little to do with it. So if you look at, Red Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got Green Hulk in there, which makes Red Hulk spawn with Safeguard and Immunity. So you're not putting the bleeds on him with Firestar.
Okay.
You're not putting the bleeds on APOC with Firestar because he spawns with Immunity and Safeguard.
Mm-hmm.
Abomination is giving Red Hulk 20% or 30% extra health, as well as 30% drain. APOC is giving him another 20% health. MLF is giving him another 50% health. Where are you going to put your Firestar ult without laying any bleeds on him? Is going to do no damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as APOC takes a turn, he just freaking flips everything on them and deletes somebody. When he does his flip, he's going to delete 1 or 2 of them, and then when he's going to do his little empower basic, he's going to delete another one. And I've seen people take all kinds of stuff at this. Usually, when people don't take at least APOC or Skrull into this, they don't usually beat it. And I've seen people that have taken APOC or Skrull into this and not beaten it. So, this is my third bread and butter team. And if you waste too much of your resources on rooms 1, 2, or 5, you don't have enough to beat 3, 4, and 6.
How'd Burnsy clear you?
I don't remember offhand, to be honest with you. But
were you running this team 1 when Burnsy did it?
That I don't recall. I think so, though.
Oh, okay.
And I think I only used that team 1 like 3 or 4 matches, and all 3 or 4 of them, people just ran Death Seed into it and just ran it over flat. It did not lure anything else. When I had the 4-piece with Zim, I had it beat, what was it? Someone took a Gamma into it and it beat the shit out of Gamma. Like, I had it beat a Pegasus, but I also had it lose to Pegasus several times. Like, it's RNG whether it's going to beat the Pegasus or not. Mm-hmm. It just depends on who gets the bleeds.
It's not worth it, TLC. You don't need to go fetch Burnsy. I was just curious if we knew the one shots, mostly for the last couple of rooms. All right, so we kind of understand what's going on with this, and I'm not actually going to make too many changes. I'm just going to talk about. So room 1 is we're trying something, but it just doesn't work out because it's too slow. They just get beat up by stuff that's not important in the meta, so they can delete a room without using any good offensive teams that are needed elsewhere. AKA, they can roll over it with a Death Seed or something, right?
Right.
Okay. Room number 2 is the leftovers from the Superior 6, and the reasoning here is that we wanted 2 vultures for 2 different rooms because that's who's going to be summoned in by Doc Ock. And then we're working with the deflex, hoping that this team stays alive long enough to get those deflex out by Nova. Shocker and Electro giving damage to the team. And it's something to do, and if it probably won't hold, but it'll probably draw in more than what your opponent needs to do, simply because it's the Superior 6 stuff.
It's actually beaten both New Warriors and Masters of Evil. Not consistently, but it's beaten both of those teams.
Okay.
It surprised me.
All right, and then in room 3 is the Superior 6. We're opening up with alts in here, getting rewinds from Vulture. It's just a Superior 6 team in 3. It's nothing we haven't seen before, and it works really well. The placement's fine and all that. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's a fine team to use. There might be better rooms, but it fits with your strategy. Room number 4 is going to be the Extreme, and we're putting Emma in here to stop the Masters of Evil, was it Tangled Eternals with Kang? Tangled Eternals with Kang?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and it stops a couple other things too, but yeah, that was mainly the purpose behind it.
Okay.
So
And
you gotta spend a little bit more to beat this team.
And so we can talk about why other people are using Forge and Rogue here, but you're using Forge and Rogue over here with this, essentially creating two teams that operate at or above standard levels instead of just one team that's operating slightly above. Because like this is a nasty team the way everybody else is doing it with Rogue and Forge. And this is almost as nasty, or even might be nastier because they might be tricked into using the same stuff and find out it doesn't work here. And then this is also a tough team to go. I mean, it's Unlimited X-Men. They're supposed to be, they were supposed to be the pinnacle of Crucible when they first came out. They lost that crown right away, but they're not trash in Crucible. So putting Rogue and Forge in here, that makes things work really well. Rogue gets those positive effects and then Forge pops off. And then...
And everything that Forge does, I checked his kit. Everything that Forge does, he does, with the exception of his revive, he does for all X-Men, not just Extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually is a really good plug-and-play X-Men character. And then you've got Dormammu for the revives. So
yeah, and so if you were thinking about using some sort of a Superior 6 in here for the revives, forget about it, because you kind of need the Superior 6 here. You kind of need the Superior 6 here. Somebody might be dumb enough to use the Superior 6 here, or at least a Sinister 6 variant here.
Right.
But there's lots of call outs for that. And then, of course, Room 6, you're beefing the heck out of Red Hulk by putting MLF, APOC, A-Bomb, and Green Hulk all do things to make Red Hulk much, much better. And give him tons of health, give him immunity with Safeguard on spawn, as well as Apocalypse, who's no chump. And then, so people take New Warriors in against this?
yeah, I saw it quite a few times when I first started running it for about a month. Almost every single match.
Doesn't MLF do something to the New Warriors with so many of them being Mystic?
Yeah, she gets 10% turn meter per Mystic.
Right. So she's going pretty quick.
5%, sorry, 5%.
Up to a max of 20.
Yeah.
Up to a max of 20.
Okay, so she's getting like 20% turn meter on spawn from that, which is nothing to laugh at.
And then
But that's not fast enough for her to go before them, though, either.
No,
Right.
she still won't go before them.
Okay.
And if Cloak lands the blind on her, like, New Warriors can beat full Darkhold. It just depends on if Cloak lands the blind on her or not.
Okay. I think I can do this one. I think I can do this.
I know you can do it, Run. You're the best. Just believe in yourself. And everything will go your way.
Pathfinder, you're very quickly turning into one of my favorite people.
This is why I invite Pathfinder. This is why Pathfinder has an open invitation to any of my streams. Like, I'll jump into voice chat if he asks me. Like, if I'm not in voice chat and he asks me, I'll jump into voice chat just for Pathfinder. He always puts a smile on my face. Okay.
Growing up, there was a picture in my parents' restroom, and it said, if you can believe it, you can achieve it.
Okay. Weird thing to put in the restroom.
Oh.
You have a DM from Burnsy.
Burnsy's got what he did to this defense. So, okay, we can go through this real fast. Let's do this. So,
I made that up, by the way.
Burnsy, man. He wrecked me, dude. Like, I had one attack where I dropped my internet and I had to it canceled the match out when I fucking dropped internet.
Mm-hmm.
But even if I hadn't, he still would have beat me by like 30 points on efficiency. Like, dude freaking rocked it, man.
Yeah, so we got the Death Seed came through here, cleaned that up pretty good. We're going to room 2 here now. There's that Sinister 6 variation with Nova, and he came through with Nova Eternal's Emma Kestrel, which seems... It worked, right? But that seems kind of overkill, I guess, but it's what worked, and it was a pretty efficient attack there, 2024. All right, on to room number 3. Came in there with the Superior 6.
That's a yucky mirror.
Yeah. Barely pulled it off. That could have gone sideways, right? 620 on the score down there. That's brutal, but he came out with a W. All right, we got room 4 here. This is going to be, used Sus and Dormammu, Tangled, and Omega Red to beat that team. Yeah, 1721 on that efficiency score. I think this looks worse than it probably was. I feel like 99 just took a whopping on RNG. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't have even been this bad.
He was 2099 probably went and got pinged by Gambit and Cyclops.
Yeah.
And then he had lowest health, so he was getting pinged every turn.
Yep, that's it right there. Okay. In number 5, we have the New Warriors, which went into the Unlimited X-Men with Forge and Dormammu. I think that's a good choice. I almost tried to click the replay button. Why isn't it working? And then let's go over to number 6 over here, which is APOC Masters of Evil.
Yep.
All right,
so is your Absorbing Man gear tier 15 because you hate purple sticky, or you just don't want to put gear on Absorbing Man? Because gear 15 per Absorbing Man is pretty funny.
That's kind of amazing that Absorbing Man at that relatively low level with the taunt didn't take that much damage, it seems like.
I don't think that team, like the MOE versus that team, that the Darkhold Gamma APOC probably didn't take many turns.
They couldn't have. I mean, otherwise Absorbing Man would be gone. So that was just speed.
That was a great matchup. Like, Burnsy freaking, dude, top-notch mind on that guy, man. Like, he used what
yes,
he had.
I hate purple sticky. That's why he does hate purple sticky. Yeah, nice job here, Burnsy. So we have the Masters of Evil. We have the New Warriors. We've got a Sus and some big stuff. We've got the Superior 6. That's kind of your 4 Master Key things. Then we're using an Eternals with a bunch of junk, and then the Death Seed team, which was a gimme, you know? That was a freebie there, because I'm sure he wouldn't have even used Death Seed were this some other kind of composition. I'm wondering, had you run like a... now, this would have screwed up your offense, but if you ran a Secret Defenders with Noir or something like that in here, I wonder how this would have changed the whole play, because then he would have needed something more powerful than this. So that's interesting.
That's part of the point of why I run the defense the way I do. I like keeping both Super Scroll and Secret Defenders on offense, because depending on what I see, I can break Secret Defenders into 2 or 3 teams, 2 or 3 winning teams, depending on what the defenses are I see. Or I can, if I see like a Scroll Secret Defenders, I'm gonna one-shot that with Scroll, 3 Secret Defenders, and Echo, and one-shot it very easily at good efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have to 2-tap it, and I don't need Scroll and APOC. I just use Scroll, 3 Secret Defenders, and Echo, and it's easy.
What did you decide to do in room 1 instead of this? You remember?
So I have something different in all my rooms now that I'm not going to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, I've got my alliance mate as one of my people in my 8. Yeah, and he's got me by. He's about double my TCP. He's almost 90 million. So I'm trying not to give him any advantages he doesn't need. He's about to hit level 100. But what I would say worked really well before for me was having the 4-piece Death Seed sub out Psylocke and put in Zim. And that worked. That actually worked really well. It's RNG. Sometimes it wins, sometimes it loses. But the fact that it wins sometimes is a win, in my opinion. Okay.
I'm going to jump out real fast and see if I can do this without you guys. This is a weird one, and I'm going to grade it kind of differently, but it's the last one for the season, and we're just kind of showing some... I'm glad we did this one last, because it's kind of showing that you can do different things and have some fun and try new ideas. And then on Friday, I'd like to get... I don't know who in here, but I want to get a variety of options, and I think we'll do like a defense up recording with everybody on voice, and we'll talk about at least 3 different choices for room 1. I'd like to get Updog in here for sure, since he has that infographic out with several choices and stuff. We'll that's for Friday though. We'll see how that goes. All right, I'm gonna jump out of voice. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, YouTube, we're back after doing that recording. You can catch those videos right here on the same channel. What's up, chat? You guys having fun talking with these guys, listening to them? Let me see here.
So much fun, Run 7. Thank you so much for the stream.
Thanks for giving chat a voice. What is going on?
Why is that so loud? What is happening?
Yeah.
That's really loud. Pathfinder, stop it.
Yeah, that's very loud.
Pathfinder, stop it. That's so loud.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not.
That was your stream. They were clapping for you.
Oh, yeah, they don't.
That was your adoring fans.
Yeah, I have a feeling that wasn't the case. So I want to talk about this right here.
Whoa, that's the first time I'm seeing that. What is that, Run 7?
Okay. What do you think? Is this the next skill raid team? Iron Patriot?
Oh my gosh.
Somebody's gonna ask if it's the skill raid team. I don't think so. Here's what's cool though. The leader works with AIM, right? He's AIM. So does this mean we're gonna get reworks to AIM?
I know nothing about Leader outside of what he did in Marvel Snap, so I can't.
All I know is that he has a big, giant green head.
That he does.
Yeah, Cerebra said fucking post it. I'm out the door. Just show it all.
Standard, like mind control, like animation, where he's rubbing his temples to harness the power of his brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a migraine.
That's how you do it, kids.
So I'm curious.
Whose genitals are located in a different spot than the rest of us.
Leader was not AIM. I know MODOK is AIM, but that's the thing. I have children's books with Marvel stories, and that's like where most of my current Marvel knowledge comes from, is outside of the MCU movies. So in my kids' books, he's running around with a bunch of AIM minion guys, a bunch of little, the dudes in the yellow suits with the weird hats and stuff. He's running around with a bunch of them.
Maybe he worked with AIM for a time.
Leader is a gamma person. Right, he was in the Hulk movie. He had some of the Hulk's blood drop on him. And he's always trying to like go after the Hulk in some of the books and stuff.
Can you imagine a world? Movie? No, can we stop for a second? Because we need to acknowledge this.
Okay.
Can you imagine a world in which the Hulk's blood drops on you and all you get is a really big head?
Yeah, in the Edward Norton movie, he talks to Mr. Blue, and in it, Mr. Blue gets some of the blood on him, and you see his head start to bulb and stuff. I believe that's who it is.
That's why I was curious which Hulk movie you were talking about.
If I see some Hulk blood drop, man, I'm lunging forward with a different part of my body. That's all I'm saying.
You just see Zero run by you, unzipping his pants.
It just looks like Quagmire running down the street.
Yeah, really.
And then it misses and just hits your testicles, and then you look like that South Park episode where you're wheel bearing around your testicles.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so then the leader's got to be bio. Possibly he could be a tech character. He possibly could be a tech character. I think he's going to be bio. And he's not going to be skill. And neither is Iron freaking Patriot. He's obviously going to be a tech character.
They'll all be whatever Scopely wants them to be. Just like Kate Bishop shooting bow and arrows. Oh, that's technology.
That's tech. Yeah, that's tech.
Whatever Marvel wants.
Yeah. Are we also talking about dude in Green Lantern movie? No. I wasn't a big fan of the Green Lantern. Not the movies, not the story, not the character itself.
Neither was the star of Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds also hated Green Lantern.
I love how he revisits that and he shows Ryan Reynolds reading the script of Green Lantern and he shoots himself. That was so good.
And then he just looks at the camera. You're welcome, Canada.
Skill military, Daddy Rorix?
Hey, Steven, it's not too early for a skill raid team. Invaders turn 1 in March, so it's not too early for a skill raid team.
I'm actually surprised that of the characters that I know nothing about on this leaked loading screen, that there isn't a skill character, Like
or is there?
I mean,
Again, we know absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
We know exactly what you guys know when it comes to this.
I'm just hoping they're too early for a skill raid team, because when they release a skill raid team, they're releasing Incursion 3, and they haven't even gave us any difficulties on Incursion 2. So I really hope it's not a skill raid team.
What background is this? What location is this in game? This is one of the places you fight, isn't it? Is it a Hydra or an AIM location?
That looks like one of the labs where like the mechanical people are walking around, like those mechanical machines.
That's my cellar.
If you look back to Doom raids, we have never once had a solution to every single section. Like a Scopely, hey, here's your team solution to every single section.
Yeah, Destiny came out and solved a mutant, and then it was good to go.
And then they came out with Incursion immediately after.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they come out with a skill raid team, that means the Incursion 2 is over and they're moving on to Incursion 3.
Or they're just going to bring out way harder difficulties in Incursion 2.
I don't know. Duelam, you're in my alliance. Do you think our alliance is going to just finally break down and go, okay, we need to start building invaders?
Absolutely not. We don't have 750 million gold combined to take our invaders good enough to beat that, nor do we have the cores every day to try to 100% that. That sounds terrible and like a sink of resources.
I thought the same thing, but I'm hearing a lot of people are doing it by sacking each node and then going in with invaders, and they were doing it at 95. I'm with you. I don't want to build it, but how long are we going to go before we get the skill section? And I got to tell you, it kind of gets boring every day. I run up to skill and go, my invaders aren't built anywhere near touching this node. So here I sit with 30 energy left and I'm just going to not do anything.
But the rewards to get the 100% to like compete on the leaderboard are nowhere near worth it, especially when they take the diamond characters off the raid leaderboard and put them to war leaderboards. So there's going to be no incentive for even top alliances to want to do it, because everybody's going to have big time at 7 yellow, and then the amount of gear you get, it's somewhat worth it, but I still don't think the amount of cores you're spending would be worth it.
I agree.
Omega Zero, I don't think there's that many Krakens here today. At least
there's at least 64 of them. 65.
Oh, okay. That's how many people's watching, by the way.
I just don't have. I guess I just have a very different opinion of what a Kraken spender is. To me, a Kraken spender is someone who's spending well over $1,000 a month on this game. That's my idea of a Kraken. A whale is somebody probably at or above mobile gamers $400 a month. It's somewhere. I think of a whale as between
a good metric.
$500 to $1,000 a month is what I consider a whale. And I think like 400 and on down, those are just big spenders, and there's a lot of those people.
I'm a Kraken. I bought the Silver Surfer offer.
Oh, geez.
If you haven't got an offer today, then you're a free-to-play player.
Okay.
If you haven't bought an offer today,
I love how he said that, so many Krakens, and then 3 messages down, Clean Agent just enters the chat and says something. The longest free-to-play player in Marvel Strike Force.
Marvel Strike Force, yeah.
We should define everyone with how much money they spend on this game, like a caste system. Like, go back to the olden days. You're categorized by how much you spend, and if you spend nothing, you're a peasant that deserves nothing.
We do, Pathfinder. It's called leaderboards.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Leaderboards on premium events. I love how they call them premium events now. Oh, whatever.
The ones that they don't tell us about, those are good too.
Once again, as always, don't shame people for spending money on this game. The more people spend on this game, the better the game can get. Doesn't mean that Scopely's necessarily going to take those profits and feed it back into the game, but it gives them the opportunity to do so. If no one's spending money on this game, then the game can't grow and can't do amazing stuff. And we've had great changes in the game.
No one's spending money on this game, the game goes away.
Exactly.
No, the game's dead.
The game's dead. That the game won't grow.
Right.
It's that the game stops.
Like there's a reason why there's no ads in this game, because people pay for the game to make it so you don't have an ad.
Yep.
Right. Pop-ups now, that's a different story. Pop-ups, we got
positive thing.
Oh my god.
The game does well. The game does well. All of us benefit.
Yep, absolutely.
It's
That's why I'm
easy.
happy with new things coming out for Krakens to spend on, because if they're spending, it means I don't have to keep this game alive.
And it's not even the Krakens. Like it's anybody who's it's people buying passes. It's all of the
Yeah.
people. Anybody that's supporting the game.
I would have uninstalled in 2 days if there were ads.
Or like I remember Disney Sorcerer's Arena had a section where you could earn the in-game currency by participating in either ads or like trying out other games. Can you imagine if that was like
Oh my gosh.
You get ultra cores per ad you watch.
no, it wasn't
Oh,
even. It wouldn't even be ultra cores. It would be power cores.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
ultra
man.
cores.
do your
Ultra
blitz
cores is
rotation every.
free money.
You
Like
go-
ultra cores
Yeah.
is money.
You go
That's
to
what
your
ultra
blitz
cores are.
rotation every 2 hours, and every 2 hours when you turn your game on, it's like, hey, do you want to do it? Do you want to watch an ad to do your blitz rotation? Like, do you want to be punished to get punished?
Gross.
I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if that was how it worked.
Nope.
Zero, don't give him any ideas.
Okay. Samuel Stearns, aka the Leader, was a simple American worker in a chemical plant in a menial capacity until an accident working with radioactive material bombarded him with gamma radiation, turning his
That means
skin
it didn't
green
matter.
and making his head grow large. The radiation increased his intelligence to genius level along with an ego and ambition to match. This led him to conflict with the Hulk, becoming his self-proclaimed archenemy. Having died and being revived several times, the Leader became obsessed with the afterlife, having experimented with the Green Door, I don't know what that is, and learned of the existence both the one below all and the below place. Through all of this culminated him being possessed and ripped out of the entity, powerless and reduced to a normal human being in spite of everything he had done. The Hulk forgave Stearns and returned him to the earthly plane.
The one below all and the below place. That sounds so funny.
The wording is very odd.
Doesn't have any affiliation or affiliations there.
I don't understand how him having intellect or genius level intelligence and an ego and ambition to match means that he's immediately a counterpart to the Hulk.
Right, I don't quite get that.
It did say self-proclaimed.
The Omega Hulk. The Thunderbolts reference in here.
It's pretty cool though that he has a bigger forehead than Purple Sticky.
They somehow pulled it off.
Right? Look at that. Only by a little.
Yeah. If Sticky was nicer, I'd feel bad for him, but no.
Sticky is a very nice person.
You're the best.
Let's see. The Intelligentsia was betrayed by Dr. Doom and disbanded, but later when the Hulk returned to Earth and decided to wage war on planet MODOK and the Leader reformed the team.
Oh, I smell a Scientist Supreme rework with MODOK
agree.
and Leader.
I don't know why I'm reading through this. I'm sure Tana already has 2 videos out on these characters.
And what team they're going to be a part of.
That's right.
No, hypothetically, though, it's speculation.
Yeah.
Or you could just redeem like a superpower rant on Cleaning Agent stream and just choose him.
Does he actually, Agazara? Does he actually? No way. No, he doesn't.
So
Thank
funny.
you, Cleaning Agent. I didn't realize that's how it works.
He does. Never mind. Never mind.
Affiliation, formerly the one below all, the humanoids, Dr. Aliana Alba, the new Intelligentsia, Gammon, the Thunderbolts, the Intelligentsia Home Base, Freehold, and the Riot Squad. Ooh, what's the Riot Squad? That sounds neat.
Sounds like Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad.
Riot Squad. Let's see, members. Current members is Ogress and Rock. Those sound boring. Former members was Omnibus, Redeemer, Soulman, Jailbait, Hotshot, Redeemer,
Oh,
Thunderbolt
man.
Ross.
There
Okay.
was a part of me that was hoping it was going to be like all members of the Suicide Squad, but just with one letter changed.
Right.
Instead of a shark, it was a whale.
Yeah.
Whoa, what was that? Something just happened there. I didn't mean for that to happen. Let's go back up here. That's physical characteristics. I did not click on that. Affiliation and relationships. Let's take a look at the one below all. The one below all is the dark side and a part of the cosmic being known as the one above all. Wow, they're really going out on a limb there. Supreme ruler of the multiverse and the supreme embodiment of creation and compassion, which would make the one below all the ultimate personification of destruction and hate. So they're fancy words for like heaven and hell kind of thing.
Yes.
The mother of horrors, a being who wasn't created by the one above all, but by herself, hid from him and the earth. This is too... Man.
I think I was probably correct earlier with my off-brand comment.
The green door is a metaphysical barrier that connects the below place, the bottom layer of the multiverse, even below deepest layers of hell. Even below the deepest layers of hell. Everybody's got to one-up everybody. Ugh, why can't they just be simple?
Why does that sound like
Sounds like
Stranger
that place
Things?
has the lowdown.
But if it's below them, then they're not the
Jesus,
deepest
I'm
layers of
Description
hell.
of my cellar.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said that sounds like a perfect description of my cellar.
The below place.
That sounds like they're just like a child going infinity plus one. Like, if
Yeah,
it's the deepest layer of hell.
that's exactly what my kids do. All right, let's go check out Iron Patriot and see what they have to do. I'm just trying to see what either of these characters could bring us as far as, is it going to be a Crucible team? Is it going to be a War team? Is it going to be a Battle World team? I really don't think any of these look like they're going to be a skill team, obviously.
Apparently, Tana thinks it's going to be a Cabal team, according to Stocky here, with Doom and Namor. So it's definitely not a skill team.
With Doom
that's true.
and Namor? Don't make me build Namor. Ugh.
Well, he got that costume
Oh, woohoo.
from Wakanda 2.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing?
Oh,
Windstorm.
lovely.
What's up, Windstorm?
Pathfinder,
What up?
where have you been? I haven't seen you.
Hello.
Hi. Where
How's
have
it
you
going?
been?
Living my life. Where have you been?
Same thing.
Ooh, I like it.
I put on some shoes, and now I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere, so might as well take them off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wear my shoes in the house all the time.
Do you wear them in bed too, Pathfinder?
No, I
Okay.
take them off for that.
I was going to say, please no.
I honestly thought I was gonna have a tier 18 Venom yesterday, but nope.
Shards for leader could be the Battle World reward. Do you think it would be announced this soon then, if that was the case? Because isn't Battle World in like June or July or whatever they told us in the blog? I don't remember what they said. So that's like announcing Mephisto right now and then saying DD7's in December. Good luck. Has what been announced? Cleaning agent. Aren't you in the chat? Oh, you were in the chat. You're not anymore.
Okay, I think I'm onto something. I found some, like, this picture kind of looks more like the one that we're seeing. Sorry, you guys can't see that. This picture behind my head looks more like the one that we're seeing on that loading screen with the raised shoulder pads.
Yeah.
He later joined the Masters of Evil?
Nice.
Of course.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a useful 5th Masters of Evil. Ultron, hit the bench, bud.
Well, come on. That's not fair.
Absolutely it is.
I mean, isn't Iron Patriot another Norman Osborn?
Hold on, I just read the word Sentinels. Osborn stayed on Earth while the Masters went to space in order to conquer the other worlds and created the Cabal, an Illuminati-esque organization that defined themselves through their black cards. The Cabal also used its Sentinels to forcibly remove the X-Men and most mutants from the Savage Land. again, we're hearing things about going after mutants, and we were told Battle World was going to be kind of a mutant area for its first rendition. So this is, I don't know. I'm connecting some dots here in my mind. This is all 100% speculation, guys. Nobody knows anything about anything. I'm just kind of having a little fun speculating on what could be happening. This may actually be a Battle World team, or at least this guy and something, you know?
What if these two are with the Alpha Flight team? What if they're all on Alpha Flight?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know either.
I would hate that. I'd hate that.
Did you see anything about maple syrup in there?
It's true. It's true. Valley Flying did tell me there was an Alpha Flight member named Puck, and I was baffled by that.
Yes,
I
there is.
And then I jokingly said, "Oh, is maple syrup his counterpart?" So yeah, I was genuinely confused about that. Neither of them are Alpha Flight. Oh, Cleaning Agent, do you know something we don't?
The Cabal also hired Hawkeye. Ooh. Dorky Dad's going to love that.
Give me a skill rate team. Did you hear that?
Now.
That's right, yeah. Confirmation, skill raid team right there. We moved through 10 different connections to get to Hawkeye, who's skill, and that means it's definitely skill raid team.
I just heard Dorky yell, "Yes!" at his house.
There's a Green Goblin Oh, never mind.
Norman Osborn is Iron Patriot, from what people are saying in chat.
Norman Osborn is Iron Patriot. So, in a way, we're getting another Green Goblin.
Oh my God. We're getting Green Goblin Classic. Then we're going to get Red Goblin. Now we're going to get another one.
Yeah, but no Hobgoblin.
No Hobgoblin.
Norman Osborn is the Iron Patriot, was the leader of the Dark Avengers. That's all I know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I am so curious, and I really hope if you're watching this on YouTube, leave your comments below and tell me what you think about the two characters that are featured in the loading screen. I'm curious to see what you guys think of what teams they could go on, who else could be coming to the game, why these characters are coming to the game. I love this kind of speculation. I love generating some chat about characters like this and like the leader here. So even though I'm kind of mad that this loading screen got leaked earlier than I would have liked, I am excited to talk about some of the new stuff that's coming into the game. Speaking of the game, I should probably play it.
Recycle videos on YouTube?
Yeah. I actually get quite a bit of people that watch the stream recycles for what it is, for like a no effort video that I just upload. Like I actually get some decent views on it. Yeah.
You click one button.
I do edit an intro and outro, and I cut some of the junk off on the ends. And like today we spliced that the cutout of Ciro's thing. So I do have to edit it together, but that takes me seconds, and then it's just minutes letting it run in the editor. So
do you still edit videos before you upload them?
The stream videos?
Yeah, because I know you were editing them.
I mean, like I said, I trim up the ending and the beginning so they're clean, and then where we transition to go do a defense up recording, I make sure that's cut out, so I got to trim that up a little bit. That takes seconds, though. That takes seconds in the editor, and then it's letting the editor render it. That takes like 20 minutes, and then from there it's the upload button, and my cheap thumbnails, which are I really should probably put more effort into my thumbnails.
Yeah, they are cheap.
Since everybody knows that your YouTube clicks are like 75% your thumbnail and 20% your thumbnail title, and 5% actually content that people like to watch from you. It really sucks when you put a whole lot of effort into a video and you're so proud of it, and it comes like, so YouTube has this thing where it ranks the last 10 videos that you've done, and it shows where your latest video scores in comparison with the last 10. And so you always want that to be like 1 or 2, showing that you're improving in your views or whatever. And so you'll make a video that you're super proud of, and you'll post it, and you'll go back and check on it in a couple of days, and it'll be like 10th of 10, and you're just like, oh man, and you're just devastated.
I edited this for 2 freaking hours.
Right. I put 5 hours worth of effort into this video and I made $6 off of it. One of my worst ever. Like
I censored all of my F-bombs for nothing.
I know, it's so bad. or even worse, like a copyright song will slip through. By the way, if you're watching this and all of a sudden the music goes away and I sound like I'm talking through a tin can on a string, that's the YouTube's new feature of muting the song that was playing without muting my voice. So rather than just cutting out that 2-3 minute section, I'm using that feature so you can still hear what I'm saying, but it sounds like I'm talking underwater. It's absolute garbage. I apologize for it, but I'm trying to weed out those copyright songs.
You know, you can dispute that.
Pop out. Y'all take care.
All right.
I could dispute it if I wanted to, but those are copyrighted songs and I know it. The licensing that I paid for to use those expired and they're still in my playlist, unfortunately, and they're hard for me to weed out. But slowly but surely, I'm getting rid of them. Red Skull rework for Cabal. You think so, Ultimate Chaos?
Oh, that'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
Get a Red Skull rework?
I'd love that.
Oh, hell yeah. I've never played the game when Red Skull was useful, so that'd be cool.
Cabal might be a required team. If it is the Cabal, it's gonna be required for something, Lord Richter. They're gonna make us have a reason to do it. I'm on the fence about the new Avengers, and I think I'm gonna like it's too late now. I couldn't even get my run through on Green Goblin Classic right now anyway, so I'm not gonna do it.
We're due for another Scourge relatively soonish, I would think.
Ugh. I hate Scourges.
Scourges are my favorite part of the game. Scourge and CC are my top 2 game modes.
How come Dark Dimension characters that are rewarded from Dark Dimension have always been villain? Would you guys be opposed to seeing one come out that's a hero? Like, is there a reason for that? Like, I'd like to see a hero come out of a Dark Dimension reward.
I mean,
A hero like who?
I don't care.
So technically, right? Kestrel is now a hero in Dark Dimension rewards because
I guess you're right. I guess you're right. That's true.
But Dark Dimension is like always gonna be villains because it's like a villainous land. Like that's where Dormammu's from, that kind of thing. So like lore wise, and I guess this is Scopely we're talking about. Lore wise, that would be kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Did you see what just happened?
Goodbye.
No.
Neither did he. He blinked and there went his Vol. Good frickin' bye.
I don't need the energy. I need the team to survive without having to heal them.
Incursion 2, huh?
If you hang out in a place called Dark Dimension, you're up to no good.
Thank you. So we need a light dimension? Okay.
Who's a Nihilus? Who's that?
Sounds familiar.
Isn't he
He's
agent of
Yeah,
Galactus?
Lord Richter, if you have anything that's copyrighted in the video, you receive no money for the video at all.
Oh, Annihilus is like Fantastic Four stuff, apparently.
Yeah, he's an insect who found a cosmic control rod created by Galactus, I think, or something like that. And he gained conscience and set out to destroy the universe and all who oppose him.
Did anybody here ever play Ratchet and Clank?
I'm
No,
very familiar with it, but I never actually played it.
The main bad guy in that looks just like Annihilus. Like, just like
Really?
him. Like Dr. Nefarious or whatever his name was. I can't remember what his name was. Or Dr. Nefario. Oh yeah, it's Dr. Nefarious. I was right. They look very similar.
Dorky Dad coming in with the raid. Welcome, Den Dwellers. We just, we're kind of on the side speculating about the new characters that were shown in the leaked loading screen. We went over the Marvel fan database and saw some stuff about Cabal. People are telling me that Tana already has 6 volumes of videos out about those 2 characters, and we're seeing what's going on and just kind of wasting some time here for, you know, the usual stuff happens in another 30 minutes.
Yeah, Dorky, we also confirmed Hawkeye's getting reworked too, so good times.
I've been ignoring Dorky for so long that I'm shocked I'm here.
It's actually funny.
go here. What was that?
I said, well, hey, welcome in.
Oh yeah. Yes, I don't know if you guys probably have seen everything that we saw, right? You guys saw the loading screen. If not, it's pinned in the chat up there. You can click on that link and see the loading screen that was. I don't know if it was accidentally leaked by Amazon or not. I don't really know the time frame, but the embargo lifted on a bunch of stuff, and that's when the loading screen went out. And so I think it might not. I think it might not be an accident. Maybe it's a coincidence. I'm not sure.
Isn't there a video for it on their main channel?
I don't know. Somebody just shared the link with me, and I clicked on the image of the loading screen.
I heard there was a video and that all the content creators were making their own video to comment about it.
Oh, could be. I'm sure there's a bunch of videos about it. But anyway, the leader is pictured in there, and Iron Patriot is pictured in there. It looks like a version of Iron Patriot that was Norman Osborn, who could be a part of the Cabal. And so we're just kind of reminiscing on what teams could be coming, where they could be used at. Is Battle World going to start having teams for it? Which I think if Battle World is anywhere near a successful game mode, if it's even as successful as War, and not to say the War isn't successful, I'm just saying like War is kind of the number 2 game mode right now. Sorry, Pathfinder Gaming. If it's as successful as War, and that, you know, a good chunk of the community enjoys playing it, I think you're gonna see teams with Battle World tags, because they need to increase the longevity of teams. And if they have to go Crucible Raid, and every once in a while throw in an arena team, which will end up being Crucible and Raids, then they're recycling teams too fast. If they have another game mode where they go Crucible, Raids, War, Battle World, and they spread everything out, you can increase the longevity. And they said they wanted to make teams viable for a year.
Well, Battle World in the comics is a place where teams are pitted against each other. So you know, regular teams like Avengers and Fantastic Four and X-Men, they all have their own sets of people they're fighting against. And so they would just have their own rooms, probably.
Yeah.
They could have their own rooms that give them buffs. And that's where you use them.
There's Battle World could go any which direction. We saw such rough draft outlines of that game mode at the summit that I think and we gave them lots of feedback on things we wanted changed. I think that could go in a variety of different directions. How did I get stuck on this taunt over here? I almost never get stuck on that taunt. Oh well.
It's because you're talking.
Okay, we're gonna hit Bishop with a basic so I can get the exposed on the field. Domdell, so you kind of point something out with that. Scopely makes Scopely originals that are heroes and Dark Dimension characters that are villains. And then, of course, they made a Scopely original character into a Dark Dimension character, which is a hero and breaks the mold. But you get what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could kind of argue Void Knight could be a villain based on like his look and everything like that. Like if you knew nothing about Void Knight and just saw him, you'd probably go villain. Because
I thought he was a villain. I thought Anti-Venom was a villain. You tell me symbiote, I just immediately think villain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red Hulk could be a villain too.
Yeah, Red Hulk's still a hero, considered a hero in this game.
There you go. Black Cat could be a hero instead of a villain. Like all these, it's just like the tags. Anything can go any different direction.
We need an anti-hero tag.
Lord Richter, MSF is going to make a new tune, Viagra, and boost up those stats hard. I'm barely even looking at my screen playing this match. Zemo and Red Skull could get reworked to Cabal. Yep. Leader can be Thunderbolts, which could see Task, Rulk, Ghost, all reworked.
Well, I mean, you know what would be cool is if they gave us a new AIM and Hydra team for Battle World.
Hey,
that'd be fun.
Does anybody think there's any merit to that brief rumor going around about the Mercs for Hire team Or is that just people hoping that Ryan Reynolds is going to influence Marvel into putting cool characters into the game or something?
I'm sorry, did you just say Ryan Reynolds has any pull on cool characters in a Marvel Strike Force?
Hey, he's got some pull in the Deadpool movies. I'm hoping that he'll make something cool happen.
What's the rumor?
Well, a few people were thinking that we could get a Jesus, hang in there, Vol. Just hang in there.
It's going great. You know, I've never seen this node lose when you play it manually. And you let him revive Agent Venom. That was good.
Shit, I didn't even back out in time. I think I can clean this up with just some trash. What was I saying? There were a few people that were talking about a Mercs for Hire team, and I was thinking that might be why Taskmaster is getting diamonds, so that the team gets reworked and people already know, oh, hey, Taskmaster's pretty good for this team, or whatever.
Yeah.
So
when they had the Panda Pool vote, they already told us that the team is going to be called Mercs for Money.
Oh, yep. There's the team that Mercs for Money.
Money. Yeah.
So you think Taskmaster might go on that team?
I don't know, maybe. Underworld's still pretty good, so I don't know. Hard telling.
I don't have Cersei big enough to go in here. That's lame.
You don't have Cersei, Blue ISO 4? That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently I don't. Look at that.
No Dormammu at level 4? Wow.
I don't have Dormammu at level 4 either? Okay, we need to go fix that.
Why is he a skirmisher?
He's supposed to be a striker.
I changed him for some niche maneuver a while ago and forgot to change him back.
Okay.
Am I being ridiculous here?
Probably.
Don't answer
Yes.
that. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Not skirmish.
Oh, you never clicked the button, that's why. Oh.
There we go. That's better.
I thought I read somewhere that the actor that plays Zemo, he wasn't able to do the Thunderbolts movie or something, or he declined it or something like that. Anybody else hear about that?
Didn't hear about that. I loved him in the Winter Falcon Soldier, whatever. Yeah. He was the highlight of that show, I thought.
Yep.
Okay, just because I'm sick and tired of her kind of getting beat up whenever I take her in with Icarus. My 3-diamond Icarus is dragging her dead weight around. She needs a little pick-me-up. Okay, and that hurt me. That hurt me in the feels doing that, but it had to be done.
It's okay.
Yeah.
One day they will finish the Eternals team they were gonna originally do.
I hope not.
They need to finish X Factor. They need to finish Secret Avengers. A long list.
Secret Avengers could be the next skill team.
Yeah, they could. Not sure who they would add, but I'm sure Tana will tell us.
Another Scopely original character?
Yeah.
No. I just want Shang-Chi to get reworked. I'll be happy if Shang-Chi gets a rework and gets
I know, my 3-diamond Shang-Chi wants that to happen as well.
You don't even have to do much to him. Just buff his stats a little bit and leave his freaking kit alone and add the tags to his kit. Because imagine if you had like Heroes for Hire on raid offense with the charge mechanic of like reviving and stuff. That'd be such a cool team to use.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then just the kicky all the time, just the Terminator rewind. I love that ultimate. It's so fun. I don't think they ever had plans for more Eternals. There weren't like solid plans. I think they did, but Icarus and Cersei became a problem, and it got to a point where they almost got nerfed.
Believe me,
they didn't.
Matt Sheets has plans for every single Marvel character that has ever been invented, minus a couple that he just flat hates, right? He has a few that he hates, and he's like, I'll never let that character into this game. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure there's something like 2,000 different Marvel characters that have had comic book or movies made about them, and something like 4,000 to 6,000 characters in the Marvel universe overall, whether they be like, you know, side people or whatever. So there's
7,000.
7,000?
Game.
Yeah.
I just Googled it. Over 7,000.
And I'm pretty sure Matt Sheets has plans for all of them, okay? It's just a matter of what Marvel will let him do, what's in line for their content, what the rest of the team wants to do. But like, I've never seen anybody talk to him and say, have you thought about this character? And him be surprised, like, oh, hey, that's a good idea. Yeah. No, he's like, yeah, we looked at that back in '86 and we were going over this and that, but it just didn't really jive well with our plans at the time. Like every single time he's thought about the character.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's the MSF encyclopedia right there. That's the Marvel encyclopedia right there. Hashtag stand for asbestos lady.
Yeah, right. If you don't know what he's talking about, you guys can go check out that Hargrave video where they talk about asbestos lady. There's a story there.
That was a funny conversation they had.
Yeah.
That was a very funny conversation. I enjoyed that.
I still think it's a code word for Madam Hydra.
Hey,
Madam Hydra.
There was a secret release, the Ghost Rider, the Cosmic Ghost Rider release, that was kept under wraps from everybody. I think there might have been less than a handful of people who knew about that exclusive release from Hargrave. Yep. That was one well-kept secret right there.
And you know what was even a better one? Starbrand, because nobody knew who freaking Starbrand was until that loading screen came out. And I am so happy that that's how that was.
Yeah.
Listen, if Starbrand made it to the last 15 minutes before the embargo dropped, I count that as a win. I'm going to be honest.
I never heard of that.
Guess what? You
Ron.
see these pre-taunts in here? Get ready to see Black Knight in here soon. It's going to be rough.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Dog?
Did you catch on that call how they were trying to subtly mention about Cerebro leaving, but they didn't actually say it? I kind of figured that's what they were referring to.
Oh, I missed that part. I can't wait. Did I come into that call? I think I came into that call a little bit late.
Okay, yeah, because I think Archangel was like, yeah, did you hear the news? And or he's like, yeah, it was pretty shocking. And so I'm like, uh-oh. I bet Cerebro's leaving.
Run's entire purpose of that call was just to make me sound like an idiot with dumb questions. All my stupid questions come from Duelim, if you're wondering. Any smart ones, they're from me. Dude, I watched that and I was like, you bitch! These people are gonna think
They know I'm kidding, dude. They know I'm kidding.
No, I know. I just thought that was the funniest thing because you didn't say anything the whole time. You're like, I'd just like to say, if I say anything, any stupid questions, they're from Duelim. And Al goes, I could contest that. He's absolutely stupid. That was hilarious.
Black Knight will be in every Incursion 3 node and every TD7 node.
Dude,
they built Black Knight, so we hate life. That's what that's all about.
Black Knight is going to be the worst PvP tune since Quicksilver to come out. Dude, Black Knight is going to be rough in PvP modes, especially when he's got like 5 diamonds, red ISO 10, and it's just like all the bump stats in Dark Dimension. We're never going to get through him.
Oh yeah, Dark Dimension's going to be rough if he's in there.
Dude, it's going to be so bad. That's going to be your number one target.
You jerk.
That's going to be the character that you're going to need. You're going to want. You're going to want Mephisto for.
Yeah.
In Dark Dimension.
Yeah. I'm just excited they came up with a new, like very new mechanics for the game. Because like a lot of his kit is brand new. Like the rope-a-dope thing is so cool. It's so cool. I love that mechanic.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty interesting idea. I like they do try and change the way we play. They move away from a speed meta, or they move into right now we're doing this weird thing where you're jumping into a team and exhausting they're designing teams that are able to take hits up front and outlast you. So this is why you put Vol in there, for that 1 in 5 chance that they land the ability block on an important character in your team. Had my Silver Surfer symbiote had his ability block not been ability blocked, I would have easily won that match.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Sheets basically was saying, well, I want to get away from the speed meta for a while, so we're focusing on this.
Oh God, I do too. Oh,
Yeah.
Every time everybody whips out their calculators and talks about ticks of speed and everything, I'm just like, oh my God.
It's also the revive meta too. Like, we've been in the revive meta for a hot minute now since Dormammu, because then.
But they're getting away from that with all these characters that perma-kill or erase revives. So,
like, and I'm good with that because Vol revives. Like, we got a lot of people that do a lot of reviving stuff, so I'm happy with that.
Mephisto is the one-tap solution for out of time. It is written into CGR's kit. Yep, that's right.
New Shocker said, "Isn't that what interns are for? Doolman gets blamed and asks how many sugar goes and runs coffee." Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Let's see what's in the store. Oh, I already purchased stuff. 12 minutes. Hate waiting for things.
119 nebulizers. Lucky.
Lucky, he's slacking.
I have. I'm trying to get 100 of everything up.
Shoot.
Silver. Quicksilver.
I know. I was gonna ask. Do you guys think this is worth it, or do I want to keep this above a certain number? Like, how many do I want to have in my pocket, and for what character?
Sus and 30,000.
30,000 for Sus. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm waiting for Sus to come in. I'm gonna blow everything on him, and then when I have stuff left over, I'll start looking at other characters.
I think that's why they raised the cap for Sus.
I think so too.
You should buy Quicksilver. You got over 8,000 of them.
Yeah, but what happens if, like, the 5th red on Sus is 8,000 dark promo credits? What happens if they price them steep, you know?
Well, you'll have a 2-month head start when you realize the leaderboard goes out and they're auctioning them off first, and then it's usually 2 months after that until it comes to us losers.
Good point. Good point. There we go.
I will say, my Quicksilver.
5,500. That'll be enough for him.
I will say, my Quicksilver 7 red, and he got me a win in one of my Crucibles my last Crucible last week. Like, him alone, it was absolutely him.
Oh, that's good.
Quicksilver is very good.
Domdale, traditionally, they don't bring in characters to pair with or synergize with a Dark Dimension character. What they do is they try to bring in a Dark Dimension character who is super useful to plug in just about anywhere, and then they let the players work with it. Super Skrull's one of the best characters they've ever done that with, because you have to do 2 villains, 2 heroes, and he works off of positive effects and negative effects and all kinds of factors that come into play when he spawns into a match. And so people really need to think about who they pair him with and how they use him. And it's one of the best that they've ever done, in my opinion. Whereas Doom was just like, you gotta keep people from ability blocking or hurting Doom too much and make it pop off. Like, Doom was kind of one-dimensional for the most part.
Super Skrull with the 2 heroes, 2 villains is the best thing that they've ever done. That was the coolest idea, to make him a plug and play. And, like, not just, oh, there's 4 good members on this team, throw out the 5th bad one and throw him in there, because it may not work with 2 heroes, 2 villains.
Yeah, back in his day, Ultron was amazing because he sped everything up, and the speed, like, the fastest character in Marvel Strike Force was something like 119 or something back in Ultron's day. And so Ultron was really fast, and it was hard to get in front of him. And once those bots started speeding things up, I mean, it was kind of game over. Where nowadays, like, for some reason, every time Ultron spawns his bots, somebody does an AoE and deletes them all. And it never really works out for me.
It's gonna suck for them to design Mephisto after Sus. Like, where do you go from there? Oh, buddy, they've got at least 3 or 4 more years worth of ideas that's gonna be better than Sus.
Yeah, we'll just
and
go
better than Mephisto.
Like, we'll go from kits that read like novels to kits that read like volumes, is what it's gonna be, and they'll just have to work it in there. And like, they're, you know, if they ever do something that is like remove, like, say on the symbiotes kits, who do I want to delete here? Let's go after this one here. This is kind of weird that I'm getting this move so early. if they ever create somebody that needs to be revived, even though they're killed by a kestrel or something, they'll just do something like, if this character can be revived, summon another version at equal stats to the character doing the summoning. They'll find workarounds for it. Or they'll create a new mechanic, like when this character has super duper charged, they cannot be killed permanently or something. Like they'll just add something in to change the rules. They've done it before, and they'll just continue to do it as needed. The problem is that they keep getting layers of complexity built on layers of complexity, and it gets tough.
And they don't understand their own complexity and can't figure out how to make the game work correctly.
Well, why don't they just make a character kit based on the powers in the comics? That's not a bad idea. It's not specifically meant to counter something, but this is their powers in the comics, this is their power in the game.
Charlie, which would be way too good then.
Okay, I want to try Lord Richter's Void Knight on defense. In fact, I think this is the same team Mobile was talking about in his arena video. And I want to see if my tried and true 5-piece that works 90% of the time is going to work on this with the Void Knight in it. I'm curious. I think the Black Widow starts with so many positive effects. My sus goes first, and it's really going to be kind of downhill. But we'll give it a shot.
Widow in there?
I'm sorry, I always call her Black Widow. It's Black Cat.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So
I was confused.
All right, and I'm rewinding the Void Knight here. I'm gonna use my ability block on her so she doesn't end up doing her taunt, and then I'm pretty sure my sus is gonna start over here and put a disrupt on her and chain around. So this shouldn't be a problem at all.
Oh, have this Void Knight Red Stars been added to the Red Stars store?
I don't know.
So.
I don't think so.
When are they coming? Do you know?
Are you excited for 7 minutes from now?
I don't know when they're coming, Windstorm. Yeah, M7, I'm super excited because I'll end stream and then go watch all the fun shit happen on somebody else's stream. Let's kill this guy here.
Yeah, he's got some dishes to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
I haven't done any dishes today. They're all waiting for me, and they're already piled up over the sink, man.
Good lord, man.
Okay, this is just auto fest. So that wasn't anything. I think if you're gonna do Void Knight, you've got to do the reason my defense with Void Knight works is because I've got so many people that spawn with no positive effects in there. And I came across my own arena defense one time, and I think the only reason I beat it is because I won a coin flip on the sus. I'm pretty sure that's why.
The new 30k DPC cap will be the combined price of APOC and sus, in my opinion. So if APOC is 12,000, sus will be 18.
That sounds very logical to me.
Yeah.
So APOC is 12,000 for the 7th red star.
For 5, 6, and 7 combined.
Oh, 5, 6, and 7, and then 5, 6, and 7 for sus would be 18. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right.
Yeah.
What's my defense? It's nothing exciting. I'm not your hero. See? So Red Hulk gives APOC a little bit more turn meter. Most people will try an ability block and rewind sus if they win the coin flip, which rewinds Goblin, and that's unfortunate, but whatever. And then you've got your Void Knight, which goes real early, throwing out that ability block and clumping people together. And then Red Hulk goes and does his special, which rewinds people and smashes them. And if they're all clumped together, that works really well. So it's all a matter, like, if my sus goes first on this defense, it can absolutely mess you up. So you kind of have to get in there before that. Now, Lord Richter has the way to beat this, but I'm not going to repeat that in this video. You're going to have to go click on my other YouTube video if you want the answer on how to beat this. And I'm not even going to tell you which one. So sift through all of those stream recycles all the way to the end, watching every commercial.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a sellout, baby. Shill 7.
There was a comment on one of your stream recycles that said, I watched for 2 hours just to understand what the stream title meant. Well worth it for the ring toss.
The ring toss.
I was so proud of that. I was like, you know what? I made somebody watch for 2 hours. Hell yeah.
I saw that too. They watched all the way to the end to get the joke, and there it was, and they said it was worth it, so I'm glad. So either that was a really good joke or that stream didn't suck. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a pretty funny joke. It was a pretty funny joke, I think.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Kang is the Green Goblin classic counter. Okay.
Okay, folks, I think I'm done, and I'm gonna go spend all my resources watching somebody else's stream. I don't think I have anything else here I can do until the clock ticks over here in a few minutes.
Who did you get for Crucible? Oh.
For Crucible?
Oh, you got Belle Delphine? Nice!
I don't know who that is.
Oh, she was like a really famous internet whore, essentially.
Oh, okay.
She was the one selling the bathwater, remember?
Oh, okay. So I'm here's something I'm curious about. Am I the only one that looks at this and sees like a string of jizz? I know that's disgusting, but it's what I think about every time I look at this frame. I think somebody just blew their load on my character profile. That's what I see every time.
That brings shooting rope to a new meaning, doesn't it?
Right? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be really disgusting, and I'm saving that for the very end of the video, so only a few degenerates made it through, but you already know what you're getting into. That's what I think of every time I see that. And that's why I was definitely not going to pay for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the only one.
Good luck, Blake.
Oh, good luck, buddy. Yeah, I got somebody from Sex Panthers in my Cosmic Crucible bracket today. I'm really excited.
Oh, Jedi Johnny? Oof.
That guy's got a big monster.
But I have a chance for Mobile Gamer again, so we could get redemption.
Yeah, there you go, Hogsmith. Star-Lord's Pearl Necklace, exactly.
Didn't we do Jedi defense up?
What's that?
Didn't we do a defense up for Jedi John?
I think so.
Nice. Cool.
You're asking the wrong guy if you want to know something we did in the past, man. I'm pretty sure I have early onset Alzheimer's.
On your stream.
That doesn't change the fact that I won't remember. I can take notes up, dog. I'm not gonna remember, man. I rewatch every stream and it's like I'm seeing it for the first time, man. It's really terrible. I'm kind of worried for my future. I'm genuinely considering getting out memory game cards and playing it with my kids, and like making it like a nightly thing before bedtime that we play a memory game to help me so that I can like practice that memory skill and build up that part of my brain, but also because I don't want my kids to have as bad a memory as I do. So I think that would be a fun way to spend some time with my kids.
I've been doing I do Duolingo right before bed. That's what I
need to. My wife plays that with my youngest.
Yep, I'm trying to learn Spanish officially for my fiance's family.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a lovely time, let me tell you.
Yeah. All right, everybody, have fun over at Zero Cool Gamers stream. If that's not where you want to hang out with, after you raid over there and say hi, be sure to check out Mobile Gamer, Ambassador Al, or Beetlejuice are all streaming Marvel Strike Force, and all fantastic content creators, in my opinion. As always, thank you guys very much. El Chingo on Saito. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but I saw you follow earlier. I just could not read names with numbers in it, but I appreciate the follow. Dorky Dad with the raid, thank you. TSP with the follow, always appreciated. And Omega Zero came in with a follow that I missed earlier, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. Everybody have a great Monday. Thank you guys in voice for helping me with C-Rose picks. That was a lot of fun. There's going to be some great information on Twitch and coming out in YouTube videos tonight, so stay tuned for that. Hang out, have lots of fun doing your Marvel Strike Force stuff. Bye, everybody.